Hello, my name is Mark Sylvester. I'm the CEO of Intro Networks, and we worked with David Nour to create NourNet. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to take you through NourNet and why you really want to create an amazing profile to get the most out of this community. So what you're going to learn in this video is why you should create an amazing profile. I'll take you through that in the individual steps. It's really quite easy. How to search, because searching is really the most important thing you're going to want to do to be able to find people, and how you can be found. We're going to explore the profiles of the people that you find, so you'll see how that information in your profile is used. And then finally, many ways to view the various connections you have in the network. Now, NourNet is designed as a community of global thought and practice leaders. It's a year-round private community for executives, business owners, people that have read David's books or have listened to him give a presentation at a particular client, and be able to hear experiences from peers and collaborate and solve problems and share best practices. So that's the main purpose of it. Now, what I want to do is take you through creating an awesome profile, and there's actually 4 steps. There's contact information, something we call Talk to Me About. There's an area around tags, and then a place for you to go in and put in a picture and do a little video. So let's actually go into the site and see what it looks like. The first thing you do when you get an invitation to join NourNet is you'll get to this page and you'll see this sign up link. So you'll click that, and then depending on whether you've heard David at a talk or read a book, you'd be a member, or if you're in one of his premium programs or one of his clients or mentees, you would select that. Put in your name, your email, give yourself an easy to remember login name and a password, and click enter. When you enter for the first time, what you're going to see is this profile page. So you're going to want to fill this out with your email address, where you are, where you live. The mapping is really interesting. You'll see that a little later on. So at a minimum, at least put in your zip code, and then click the next button. Now, this page is really the heart of the entire system. So what David has designed is, what are you strong at? And you'll go through and look at this list. So if you're really good at people management, you would click that word and you would drag it above to the box. Notice there's a little index there. That indicates how strong you feel about that word. It's also going to indicate how strong of a match to make for you. Then go through and look at your experiences. Now you can put in 10 words, so pick your top 10 words. Then what are you looking for? Then you go through this whole list, and once if you've read any of David's many books or listened to his talk, you'll see that these are topics that he talks about quite a bit, and then what's relevant to you, and this is going to also help on the matching. Then when you're done with that, click the next button, and then depending on the type of user you selected, you may see different questions here, but talk to me about, that's probably one of the most important things, because it really gives you a glimpse into other people and them a glimpse into you so they can start a conversation. Then a little bit about your business, and then some conversation starters. And then finally in the profile, you want to put in a picture, Twitter, your LinkedIn, your blog. If you want, you can create a short little video using your web camera, and you can put in some photos and files. Once you're done with that, you hit the Show My Connections button, and this is where you will see yourself in relationship with the other people on the site. So here I can see myself here at the center, and if I click on my pin, what will happen is I will see all of the words I selected. There they are in the rank order that I gave them, and then all of the information. There's the Twitter and the LinkedIn, how I answered the question, the pictures that I put up, and then as you start to use the site, if you've contributed any activity, it would be shown there as well. So this is what you'll see, and you can just simply go in and explore and roll over all of the pins. Pins that are closer to you in the center mean that you have more things in common. So if I click on Mark's pin, we'll see that I see all of his words, and the words in color indicate to me what we have in common. This is a great way to start a conversation with him. So you want to make sure that if you do want to go back and edit, you can easily edit your information. Do a really good job on the talk to me about words. And then on those tags, go back in after you've maybe used the site for a couple of weeks and reposition just to really make sure those are exactly where you want them to be. And then it's always great to create a short little video of yourself as well. Now, the system is really designed for searching. So once everybody's profile is in there, now let's go in and find some interesting people, because all of those words that you selected are all searchable. All of the fields are selectable as well. So you can select tags. You can select as many tags as you want. You can use fields, so you can look for specific job title or businesses of a certain size, and then you can save those searches as well. So let's actually go in and look and see how that works. So we'll click Advanced Search. So what that's going to do is bring up that panel that you just saw. And so if we're looking for someone in the advertising business who is interested in client relationships, that would be an obvious one. You select those two words and you hit Apply. And what the system will do, it looks like there's about 1,200 people in there. So it's showing my 1,000 best matches. It's searching and sorting, and it's showing me that there are 44 people that have the word advertising and client relationships in their profile. So you can see search is very, very powerful and a great way to reach out and meet new people. And again, everything is matched. So now I can see Lisa is my best match here. So what I might want to do is send her a message. So I'll click the Send Message button. That opens a little email window. I can send her a message. It's going to go right to her email client on her phone or iPad or laptop. She can answer me, and we can start to get to know one another. If you know you're going to be at an event together, you might click the meeting invite, which would invite her to a meeting. So we'll just review that intro card for just a second. So you've got the picture of the person, so you know what they look like, their name, their title, where they work, and those talk to me about words. And then you can see that I think talk to me about, as I've said, is the most important information on there to help you start a conversation. And then remember, the words in color, again, are in a ranked order, what you have in common with that person. So here you can see we've got 36 different things to have a conversation with David about. Picture is just 10 times more likely that someone will contact you if you have a picture on there. And then, as I showed you, just click a message if you want to send them a message or invite them to a meeting. So now there are many ways to view all of this information. We've looked at the pin view, so those pins that are closest to you, you have more things in common, and they're clustered around the outside based on the areas of common interest. The list view is so you can, without having to roll over all the different pins, you can see exactly who's near you. You could sort by city. You could also use the map view, and let's say you're going to be traveling to St. Louis, see if there's anybody in NourNet who's in the St. Louis area that you might want to reach out to. And then finally, there's the tag view, which shows you all of the words that a given group of people have in common. So let's see what that looks like on the side. So the list view, we've been working with the pin view, and I don't want to have to go and roll over, every single one of these pins to be able to see who the people are. So I click over here to list view, and then what that does, it gives me a grid, a very traditional view. And I can look at first name, last name, company title, and I can sort. So I can select these names if I want. And then I've got a map view where you can see. Now notice that the map is scaled to everybody that met that result. So in fact, there's someone from Europe in there as well. And you can use all the tools to be able to zoom in and get to a particular area as you wish. And then one of the things I found very interesting is the tag view. So we can actually go in and look at the words that this group of people have in common. So I see strategic thinking there. If I roll over that word, what that's going to do is show me that there's 19 people who also say they're really strong in strategic thinking. So this might be important to you in your searching. You might want to go and add that back to your advanced search. Now, the other thing that you're going to want to do is explore the rest of NourNet. So what you'll do is over on the left side of the screen, I've shown you how to find the search tools. And then you can click any one of these areas over here to open up other parts of the community. And then the upper right, if you want to go back in and edit your profile or your settings or sign out, just click there. And then finally, each one of these content areas, you just click on there, it opens it up. David is always putting new information in there, and that is a great way to get current content. Then finally, the next time you log in, you're going to see the dashboard. And the dashboard is where you're going to see members and profiles and all of this information. And I'm going to show you one last little tip. On the dashboard, you can change any one of these little pods. So if I want to see recent forum discussions that are going on, I can click there and I'm going to see those. Or if I want to see some maybe recent resources, or I want to see the most active groups, I can do that very, very quickly. Also, you will see information up here that David writes every week. There's a newsletter that comes out into your mailbox, so you want to be paying attention to that every week because David's always writing some really interesting things. Thanks a lot. If you have any comments at all about NourNet, click down here where it says contact us and just type in something and we'll make sure we get back to you. And enjoy this private community. It's really fantastic. Bye-bye.